Welcome to Startups. I'm your host, Aiden Spark. Today on Startups, imagine finding the courage to challenge the status quo, even when facing relentless attacks. Today, witness how Payton's desperate question, whispered from a hospital bed, ignited a movement. But what happens when his revolutionary approach is labeled dangerous, and his entire life's work hangs in the balance? The fluorescent lights buzzed overhead as Payton Nyquvest lay in his hospital bed for the third time that week. His body writhed with familiar pain, but it was the crushing weight of hopelessness that truly threatened to break him. You felt it before. That moment when conventional wisdom hits a wall, when the experts shrug their shoulders and say, "There's nothing more we can do." For Payton, this wasn't just about managing chronic pain. It was about surviving. 3 hospitalizations per week had become his brutal routine. But what happens when accepted solutions fail? When the path everyone tells you to follow leads nowhere? Behind Payton's physical agony lay deeper wounds. Growing up in a household shadowed by addiction, he had learned early that conventional paths don't always lead to healing. The memory of his mother's struggles with substance abuse had shaped his understanding of both suffering and recovery. Like many of us, he first tried to outrun his pain through achievement. Picture a sleek corporate office, windows stretching from floor to ceiling. Payton had built the life society promised would bring fulfillment, financial success, professional respect, the corner office. But with each rung climbed on the corporate ladder, his body rebelled more violently. You know this paradox, when external achievements mask internal turmoil, when doing everything right somehow feels desperately wrong. It was during one of his countless hospital stays that Payton first encountered the research. Buried in medical journals and dismissed as fringe science were studies about psychedelic therapy. The same substances that had been demonized for decades were showing profound promise in treating everything from PTSD to chronic pain. For someone raised around addiction, considering psychedelics felt like crossing a line. But when you're drowning, do you question the shape of the life preserver? The ayahuasca ceremony in Costa Rica wasn't just a treatment, it was a surrender. As the ancient medicine coursed through his system, Payton experienced something beyond the typical boundaries of consciousness. The jungle sounds merged with his awareness, and for the first time in years, the constant companion of pain began to loosen its grip. One week of traditional plant medicine accomplished what years of conventional treatment couldn't touch. The chronic pain that had defined his existence simply vanished. But this isn't just a story about personal healing. As Payton's physical pain subsided, a new kind of discomfort took its place. How many others were suffering needlessly because potentially life-saving treatments were locked behind walls of stigma and misunderstanding? The idea for numinous wellness began to take shape. If you're enjoying Startups, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Become an Innovation Engine. Steal exact frameworks of billion-dollar breakthroughs like Netflix and Tesla. Now, back to the episode. Creating Numinous wasn't just about opening clinics. It meant challenging decades of entrenched thinking about mental health treatment. While Payton saw the profound healing potential of psychedelic therapy, the medical establishment viewed it with deep skepticism. You've felt this resistance before, when your inner knowing clashes with conventional wisdom, when you see a better way forward but face walls of doubt and criticism. The contrast between traditional hospitals and numinous clinics couldn't have been starker. Instead of harsh fluorescent lights and antiseptic smell, Payton created spaces that felt more like sanctuaries. Gentle music played in therapy rooms. Group integration sessions allowed patients to process their experiences in community. The approach wasn't just about administering medicine, it was about reimagining healing itself. But innovation comes at a cost. As Numinous expanded, offering MDMA and psilocybin therapies through clinical trials, the pressure mounted. Regulatory hurdles appeared at every turn. Investors pushed for faster growth, while Payton insisted on maintaining the integrity of patient care. The breakthrough came unexpectedly. As clinical trial results began showing remarkable success rates for treating PTSD, depression, and chronic pain, even skeptics had to take notice. Numinous wasn't just offering an alternative, it was demonstrating a new paradigm for mental health treatment. Standing in a courtroom defending his life's work, Payton realized something profound. This wasn't just about psychedelic therapy. It was about challenging our fundamental assumptions about healing, about recognizing that sometimes the most powerful medicines come from places we've been taught to fear. Today, that same hospital room where Payton once whispered his desperate question has a different energy. As he stands there now, speaking to a support group, his message resonates with quiet power. Here's what Payton's journey teaches us. The very experiences that society tells you to hide, to medicate away, to be ashamed of, these might contain the seeds of your greatest contribution. Your struggles aren't just obstacles to overcome. They're invitations to pioneer new paths of healing, not just for yourself, but for others. This isn't about blindly following Payton's exact path. It's about having the courage to question accepted limitations. To listen when your pain points toward unexpected solutions. To trust that your deepest wounds might hold the key to your unique gift to the world. The question isn't, is this all there is? The question is, what doors might open if you dare to seek answers beyond the boundaries of conventional wisdom? Your suffering might be preparing you to help heal others in ways that haven't yet been imagined. You have more power than you know. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come when we stop fighting our pain and start listening to what it's trying to teach us. On the next episode of Startups, Payton's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, proving that even from the depths of despair, transformative healing is possible. But what if the quest for well-being extended beyond mental health, reaching for something even more profound? Imagine a world where the limitations of aging are challenged, where the very concept of mortality is questioned. What if I told you there's a scientist on a mission to unlock the secrets of longevity? Next week, we dive into the fascinating world of anti-aging startups, exploring the groundbreaking work of individuals pushing the boundaries of science to extend human lifespan. Get ready to have your assumptions challenged and your mind blown. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course. Become an innovation engine. 7 days, $7 billion frameworks. Transform from idea person to startup innovator by learning the exact playbooks that built Netflix, Tesla, and SpaceX. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/su. Thanks for watching.